This is either going to be a really great idea or a completely horrible idea. What's up everyone, welcome to the Switching Gears channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and if you're returning, thanks for coming back. Now, like you just heard me say, this is either a really great idea or a completely horrible idea. It's just a little bit windy outside, and it's about 50 degrees in Florida. Now, if you're a Floridian, you know that that's break out your coldest sweater weather. And here I am in a fishing shirt and a pair of pants. Regardless, I'm super excited to get out on the water today because I just picked up a new toy. Now, I've already done a little bit of maintenance work to it already, which I didn't get on video, but I'll kind of explain to you in a little bit. But to me, this sounded a whole lot better than Black Friday shopping. So, let's quit wasting time and get out on the water. All right, guys, boat started up. Good to go. Gonna untie here in a little bit, but first, you know what we gotta do? We gotta... Let's believe we make it through the day. All right, so I already went out a little ways, turned around and came back just to see how it was gonna run. Seems to be running fine. I'm only having a little bit of trouble with the ignition. I think something might be loose in there because if I tweak it one little way to the right, it starts right up. If it gets tweaked a little bit to the left, it doesn't work. So I don't know. I have to look into that eventually. I'm gonna take it around for another little spin, try to get some maneuverability out of the boat, and I don't know, if I feel comfortable, I'll take it out fishing today. It's really windy, so trying to adjust with everything has been a little bit hard. Not gonna lie to you guys, this is my first time operating a center console, or in this case, dual console. But anyways, yeah, it's my first time operating something like this. I've always had the tiller steer, which you've seen in the other videos. So it's kind of like operating a car, but at the same time, it's not. Anyways, y'all, catch up with you in a little bit. Bro, it's nice. There she is. All right, so I obviously got the boat out of the water. Good little scoot. I'm really happy with the way it was running. Just not okay with the ignition switch. I'm gonna have to pull that all apart, which isn't that big of a job, and I really don't think that it's actually even a lot of money to fix. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull that off later on this week. Maybe I'll make a video on that, maybe I won't, I don't know. But I did a couple of hard laps back and forth on the boat, probably about 2 miles or so each way. Honestly, it ran well. Oh, I'm just so excited. That boat's so comfortable, so much space, and a lot of seating for the kids and stuff to come along too now. Anyways, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna finish my lunch. I actually put my crab trap not too far away from where I'm eating lunch, so really pessimistic that I'm gonna actually have crabs in the crab trap the way that today is kind of going. It's not a bad day though. It's just not the way I wanted it to go. But you take what you can get. I have no issues. Anyways, finishing my lunch, then we'll go see if there's anything in this crab trap. Oh, no crabs, what a bummer. But back to the drawing table, gotta tweak a few little things, and then we'll make her perfect. Oh, I can't wait to get back out on her again. All right, but let's head home. Oh, but one other thing, guys, they finally opened up the new bridge for Big Carlos. When they replaced Big Carlos, I don't even know if they changed the name. But let's go over it. Is the end of an era. All right, y'all, so I came home, Amazon stopped by, and I finally got some new grease, so we're gonna go and grease up the back part of this boat. All right, just came out. Good stuff. Try not to wear a nice shirt. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but there's another grease point right here. I'm going to clean that up and hit it with some new grease. All right, now this is really crucial. When you live in Florida, every time you take the boat out, especially in the salt water, you need to run the motor and wipe the boat down of all the salt. If you don't, you're asking for problems later. Let's get to it. Alright, y'all, that's going to do it for today's video. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that alert notification button. That way you can be reminded what's going on here at the Switching Gears channel. See you on the next one, guys. Psych.
A few moments later.
Aha! Not gonna end it without a little bit of video on the bike. Anyways, meet my buddy at the Waffle House. It's going down, and then going to the West Marine. That reference is from a country song, Cole Ford. Anyways, I'm so excited for the new opportunities that boat's gonna bring. It can bring more people out, enjoy a little bit more space. I can fish the front of the boat and stand up on it. It's already got a little trolling motor hookup if you didn't see that. So eventually maybe get one of those. You know, anyways, besides the weather sucking yesterday, it actually made for a good riding day today. That's why I'm out on the bike. It's probably like 70 something degrees right now. Yesterday though, it was pretty freaking cold. The wind was blowing so hard yesterday, I forgot to mention that I had to turn the boat like, I don't know, like maybe 10 or 15 degrees to the left in order for it to ride in a straight line. And then as soon as I got to the dock, FWC was right there and they stopped and wanted to have a chat with me. Nothing bad though, it was just plainly to see if I caught any fish and if I had anything in my cooler, which as of July 1st, Mr. DeSantis made it so you need a probable cause in order for them to search your vessel like that. But I didn't catch anything, so sure, go ahead and look, buddy. There wasn't nothing in there. Just a good time and a good ride. But man, and hopefully catch some fish. Funny enough though, the FWC officer, when he was talking to me, was asking me some questions about the boat and complimenting the boat and whatnot. When I told him it was my first time taking the boat out for its like quote-unquote maiden voyage, he kind of chuckled because of the weather and was surprised I picked today to do that. Today might have been a little bit better, but honestly it still looks windy, so Anyways, time to head to the Awful Waffle. Try not to get food poisoning. Made it back safely yesterday though, so let's take our chances. Alright, me and my buddy Jeff here got done eating at the Waffle House, and I'm gonna split ways with him and head to West Marine. But I tell you what, the waitress that we had at Waffle House was a nice old lady. Probably one of the nicer waitresses I've had at a Waffle House. See you later, big dog. But now it's time to head to West Marine and then take a little cruise up north. Obviously I'm on the bike, so there's not a whole lot that I'm going to be picking up at West Marine, but I want to see if they have the little extra cup holders that I want to replace with the ones that are currently on it, and find some white paint for that lower unit so it can look nice and crisp again. I'm sure I could go to Lowe's or Ace Hardware or something and pick up some paint that looks similar, but I'm kind of hoping that it's just stupid simple and they're gonna have Johnson white paint or Evinrude white paint. So I don't know, we'll see. There she is. I'll tell you something though, I don't know why, maybe it's just me. You guys tell me if you feel differently, but when it comes to inner city traffic, I'm always just a little tweaked out by the drivers. I actually feel more comfortable on the interstate, which I know is opposite for some other people, but for me, I don't know what it is. Inner city traffic, inner city roadway traffic just kind of, I don't know, tweaks me out. It's a little sketchy. I'm always happy to get off the freaking roadway. Alright, baby. West Marine. Bougie. Alright, see, what did I tell you? Stupid simple. Johnson Evinrude 1972 to present. Stupid simple. Let's go. Alright, so I want to end this video on a happy note with me riding off into the sunset down an old country road. But I had my first near-death experience on a motorcycle for the first time in the 15 years or so I've been riding on the roadway. Now, if there's one thing I can say about this experience that just transpired, it's if you're please transporting lumber, equipment, whatever, and it's in the back of your truck, please strap it down. And of course, I just turned my camera off and stopped filming. And funny enough, we were just talking about how I hate driving down inner city highways. Now, as I'm driving down this highway, I started seeing 2x4s and stuff laying out all over the road. And something in the back of my head said the next time I get close to a side street that I was gonna pull down that and then cut through there and head home. But in between me saying this and the next road is when it all happened. Now, as I started seeing all these 2x4s and plywood laying out all over the road, I started to slow the bike down. And no sooner did I think about doing that, probably about a quarter sheet of plywood was launched into the air from a car in front of me. Now, as I see this plywood launched up in the air in front of me, I start to think, should I go faster to avoid it, or should I slow down? Now, luckily I sped up, because if I didn't, it probably would have hit me. And now, of course, the car next to me starts to veer into my lane. Now, when I say this plywood almost hit me, it almost hit me. It had to have missed the bike and landed on the roadway maybe 3 to 5 feet behind me. I could see the nails in the sheet of plywood that were flying over top of me and landing on the roadway. Now, naturally, after all this, I throw my hands up, scream some absurdities, and start slowing down so I can make a turn off the roadway. Luckily, the car that was next to me that was started veering off of my lane apologized. I wasn't really that mad at them. I don't blame them. I didn't want to get hit. They didn't want to get hit. But if they would have got hit, they probably wouldn't have got any damage other than to their vehicle. But whatever, I digress. I didn't get hurt, and that's why I can kind of laugh and smile about it now. Anyways, thank God that the good Lord was looking over me, and I didn't get hit. And as of filming this video, this happened maybe 15 minutes ago. Anyways, I know this video was kind of all over the place, from the boat to me riding around and stuff, but if you stuck around this long, you're a real one. Thank you. That's going to do it for this video, guys. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that alert notification button. That way you can be reminded of what's going on here at the Switching Gears channel. See you on the next one, guys. And ride safe. Later, y'all.